There have been a handful of players throughout the various eras of professional basketball history who have put their own individual and unique claim on the title greatest player of all time. And regardless of where they fall in the hierarchy of that list, one thing they all had in common was the singular dominance of their specific eras, translating in, yes, winning. While we can argue the veracity and strength of various titles and championship runs, it is undeniable that the sport's greatest players have also, by and large, been its greatest winners. Produced a feeling that winning was an inevitability. Only one alleged all-time great finds himself smack dab in the middle of GOAT debates, who has failed more times than he has succeeded on the biggest of stages. Could it be because LeBron James himself continues to call himself the GOAT?
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
Show up to parties he threw himself with live GOATs, have his wife call him the GOAT.
The GOAT, respectfully, LeBron James.
Tattoo chosen one on his back, crown himself, have teammates crown him, but all of the smoke and mirrors can't save him or his delusional fan base from the fact LeBron James is just 4-6 in the NBA Finals.
You can't handle the truth!
That he is just 22-33 overall in the series he has played in the finals. That he has been swept twice in the finals and lost another series 4-1. In what bizarro universe is it that we live in, where the supposed greatest player of all time went 1-12 in 3 different final series?
It's garbage!
As bad as the losing has been, and it has been bad, various LeBron apologists on major media networks and ignorant fans hiding under every rock on social media want us to forget all about the losses and look at those wins. 2 titles with a jacked super team containing 2 perennial All-Stars and Hall of Famers, along with a number of elite role players, a team that LeBron himself claimed he would win 8 championships with.
Not 5, not 6, not 7.
Another title where he had 2 more perennial All-Stars and Hall of Famers. And of course, the exhibition tournament disguised as an NBA championship, Disney World, where players needing to pad their overrated legacy with another ring go to have their dreams come true and produce the worst title ever. Of course, the 2019-2020 title was made possible only through another shrewd move off the court by the undisputed Goat of Collusion, LeBron James. We saw it years earlier with his 2003 draft mate and banana boat bestie, Dwayne Wade, where the two of them teamed up and colluded behind their team's back to circumvent the conventional rules of free agency. And in September of 2018, James was at it again when he put the wheels in motion to build that Disney title when Anthony Davis signed with LeBron's agency Clutch Sports. Of course, it would be less than 1 year after signing with Clutch, Davis would shockingly demand a trade out of New Orleans and to Los Angeles in order to team with LeBron James, who in his first season with the Lakers without Davis in 2018-2019 led LA to a 37-45 record and missed the playoffs. But not to fear, Anthony Davis was on the way.
I'm on the way.
Davis, who at the time of the trade was only 26 years old and had just completed his 7th NBA season, while being named to 6 consecutive All-Star teams. He also had been named to an All-NBA first team in 3 of the previous 5 years. The only real question mark was his durability to make it through an entire NBA season, as he had missed over 100 games in his first 7 seasons with the Pelicans while trailing off towards the end of the season. But not to worry, following a massive global pandemic in the spring, the NBA season was suspended indefinitely on March 11th of 2020. And after 3 full months of suspension, Davis and an aging LeBron would be nice and rested when the season resumed on June 17th in the self-contained bubble on the Disney campus in Orlando, Florida. A surreal environment with no travel days, no fans, players deciding not to attend and participate in the tournament altogether. And heading into that tournament in the bubble, Anthony Davis was looking a hell of a lot like the best player on the Lakers that year, leading LA in scoring, rebounds, and blocks, while also leading the team in PER, offensive and defensive win share, while being named to his 4th All-NBA first team selection and making All-NBA defensive first team. Once the playoffs actually began in Disney, the breaks started coming for LeBron and company, drawing the 35 and 39 Portland Trailblazers in the first round, who were actually in a 2-1 series with LA before Damian Lillard decided to shut it down and leave the bubble with a right knee injury. Up next was the 44 and 28 Houston Rockets, who in a full 82-game season would have paced for exactly 50 wins. And in the Western Conference Finals, the 46 and 27 Denver Nuggets, who were on pace for 52 wins that year prior to the season being prematurely halted. Then into the NBA Finals, it would be the 44 and 29 Miami Heat, who were on pace for just 49 wins that season. The collective regular season win percentage of these 4 opponents is the 7th worst in post-merger modern NBA history. Thus, it was the 7th easiest run in the last nearly 50 years. And to ratchet the degree of difficulty down a couple more notches, their finals opponent, the Miami Heat, lost Bam Adebayo and Goran Dragic to injury early in the series against the Lakers. Dragic was the Heat's 2nd leading scorer in the postseason, and Adebayo was the 3rd leading scorer and their defensive anchor. Despite the injuries, the undermanned 49-win Heat squad still pushed LeBron and company to 6 games in that series. Anthony Davis, meanwhile, led the entire bubble playoffs in scoring and win share, was 2nd in VORP and 4th in PER. So LeBron had a 3-month break to rest and recover before going to an ideal environment with no travel days, no fans, no road games, playing the 7th easiest playoff path in modern NBA history, while having one of the 2 or 3 best players in the world in those playoffs on his team. All of this to win just his 4th ring in a 20-year NBA career. And let's not forget, he wanted his damn respect too.
And I want my damn respect too.
This is the guy we are arguably discussing in the top spot as the best player ever. LeBron has had more failures than practically anyone in the sport's history. But when you really dig into the context of the winning, even that fails to live up to his vastly inflated and ever-expanding mythos.